Professional, tell it from the beginning.
Okay, we were talking about ghosts.
Preferably a little quieter.
With a ghost.
Okay.
Okay.
And now you're talking farts. You're talking farts.
Yeah, I'll plug your microphone, Bo. Professionally, you're talking farts. Nobody understands you, damn it.
Hello.
There we go.
Yeah, well, anyway, so we stayed in a haunted house for the weekend, and basically encounter a lot of fucking paranormal activity.
Don't put the short version. Tell us the full.
What happened?
For one, my mom was in the kitchen, and there was a cloth that just, like, flew across the room, and my mom's like, what is that? And the lady goes, oh, that's just Richard. And she's like, what do you mean? She goes, oh, Richard is the ghost that lives here. And I'm like, what? She's like, what?
Hold
and
on.
Then, my mom's like, oh, wait. She's like, don't worry, he's a friendly ghost. That's just his way of saying hi. So, my mom's like, okay. So, we stayed for, like, the weekend, and, basically, her nieces came over, so we'd all went to the basement to, go play, like, house or whatever.
Oh, to play house, okay. Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say.
Listen, I live in the country, and basically, I live miles away from, like, where like, it was basically where we lived was, like, in the middle of nowhere. Like, I didn't have it.
Let me get a recap really fast. So,
okay.
there was it's a poltergeist. Wait, stop.
Okay. Yeah.
Stop. It was a poltergeist, right, that picked up the rag and threw it, so...
Yeah.
But it's a friendly ghost, and so you...
friendly. She's like, oh, he's not even worried about it.
You went with your nieces into the basement in a house that is miles away from civilization.
Well, yeah, it was basically in the country. Like, it was like, there were next door neighbors. Like,
it, for some reason, got really hot in there.
Basically, these houses were, like, surrounded by farms and, acres of land. Like, there was no, like, next door neighbor. It's pretty much distant from everything.
What was it? The ghost that made it hot down there?
So yeah, like, no, we were down there.
But I have one question. Professional.
The ghost used to be the old owner of the house, and I guess he killed himself or some shit. He used to be a detective, and basically he used to hang out in the basement all the time. Whenever we were down in the basement, we would always feel really fucking hot, even though the rest of the house would be cold. The basement would always be fucking hot.
Now,
it felt
when it was getting hot in there, did you take off all your clothes?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
That was the best fucking. Oh my god! Oh my god! But anyways, so it was like, it got really hot, and we just felt a really unsettling feeling.
You never answered my question.
So, yeah.
Okay,
we did not take off all our clothes.
Alright, continue now.
So anyway, so, later, I think it was like later that night, my dad went off to work, and basically, we all pretty much shared the same room.
So you're home alone, same room.
No, we all shared the same room, so, like, my mom, my sister, me, and, basically my dad would go off to work late at night, and so we're all sleeping. And
so you're all home alone in the basement.
No, not in the basement.
Away from everyone.
This is upstairs.
Okay.
It was a 2-story house, and out of nowhere, like,
upstairs.
My sister gets, like, pushed off the bed.
Nice.
She wakes up, looks at her mom. She goes, "Mommy, why'd you push off the bed?" My mom's like, "I didn't push you off the bed. Maybe it was Leo." I'm dead asleep. Second time, like, literally, so she goes to sleep again, and then literally, like, 10-15 minutes later, wakes my mom up again. "Mom, why'd you throw me off the bed?" And my mom's like, She's like, looks at me, I'm asleep. She's like, well, maybe you fell off the bed. So, like, literally, like, 5 minutes later, my sister's still awake. She gets fucking thrown off the bed while she felt like someone picked her up and threw her. Now she wakes up and starts crying. And she's like, Mom, why would you do that to me? Why would you keep throwing me off the bed? And my mom, at this point, is like, what the hell? And, like, out of nowhere, she felt like a cold, like, presence. Like, she felt really, really cold, even though she was under the blankets. Out of nowhere, got really cold, and then felt like something was watching her. So, yeah, then that's another time. So, like, another night, I woke up in the middle of the night and wanted some milk. So my mom went downstairs, you know, to the kitchen. And
wait. You're 4 years old?
Yeah.
And you wanted to smoke?
I wanted some milk.
Oh.
Milk.
Milk. I wanted milk.
Okay.
I wanted milk, so my mom went downstairs and she sat me in the living room. Well, the living room was overlooking the basement. And she went into the kitchen. And she was like making the milk for her, and I was literally looking at the basement, and it was just like really dark. You know what I mean? Like just across from me, I could see like a dark basement. Like you couldn't, like you just see stairs that go down and nothing. So it was already pretty creepy. Then out of nowhere, I just heard someone running up the stairs of the basement. The whole house was shaking. I heard boom, 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 like someone was running upstairs. So I start screaming. I'm terrified. My mom comes running in the room. My mom hears like 2 steps, like boom, boom, and then turns around. Fucking literally, she feels like somebody is staring at her, and it's coming from the basement, and then she feels cold again. And so she grabs me and goes running upstairs. But the whole time we were staying at that house, it was really fucked up. Like, me and my sister would see like these pictures on the wall and then go grab our mom to go look at it. Mom, look at this weird picture, and it wouldn't be there. Or we would see one picture, and then after when we came back, it would be a different picture, like in the same spot. But no. But yeah, the house was really haunted. And I'm gonna add to that, which I didn't tell you guys. A weird thing is the lady that had owned that house still comes to visit us every now and then. You know, every couple of years or whatever, she comes up.
Do her nieces also come to visit you?
No. Oh. Anyway, but every time this lady leaves the house, every time she leaves, we always find like a handkerchief, like in the room that she's staying in. She just leaves it like in a random spot on the bed or somewhere. She always leaves behind a handkerchief. So we're like trying to think, like, why would she do that? Why would she be leaving behind these handkerchiefs? And so one time the last time she came over, I was staying. They were staying in my room, and I was staying out in the living room on an air mattress, and I was, pretty much like, up. I couldn't sleep. I was like nocturnal at that time, so I'm like, it was like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm just trying to sleep. And out of nowhere, I feel really cold. I start feeling really, really cold, even though I'm like, wrapped in blankets. Start feeling really cold, and then I hear like the cabinets in my kitchen like slamming. So I get up. I think someone's in the kitchen. So I get up. Nobody's there. I get up and look go to the hallway. Everyone's asleep. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. So then I go back in bed and I'm laying down, and then I hear it again. This time I'm like, fuck that. So I go to get my mom. So I wake my mom. I'm like, look, I'm hearing noises. Like, this is pretty fucked up. I'm like, I can't sleep. She's like, what's going on? So she's sitting. No. So she's sitting in the living room with me. We're just talking, And she's like, oh, it was nothing. It was probably nothing. You're overreacting. I'm like, no, I felt really cold, and I fucking heard like the cabinet slamming. So we're just talking and whatnot, and like after like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, we hear it again. And this time she hears it, like slamming of the cabinets. Let's get up, go in the kitchen. Nobody is fucking there. Like everyone is fucking asleep in the house, and we just kept hearing fucking noises. And so again, when the lady left the next day, again we found a handkerchief in my room. where she's at. It's almost like this ghost was following her. The ghost from that house follows her wherever she goes and leaves behind shit just to fuck with people. And the funny thing is that's how the ghost kind of like showed himself to my mom for the first time, was throwing a hand across the kitchen. And every time we fucking every time she leaves, we always find a fucking handkerchief just like laying just neatly folded, just like in the room, just placed somewhere in the room wherever she's staying at. So yeah, it's pretty creepy.
Did you wash the handkerchief?
No. I don't know what my parents did with it. I gotta ask. I don't know if they threw it away or whatever. But yeah, we always
Kinda
like find
fucked
a
up.
handkerchief left behind. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
No, I
Really
meant
fucked up.
the fact that you threw it away.
Oh, yeah,
Hell, I don't fuck that. If that's gonna like fucking keep the ghost in my house, I don't want it in the house.
Aren't you supposed to like bury that shit?
Hell, I don't know.
All right, thank you, professional, for that.